Welcome to the second floor.
Hey, welcome to the Floorcast. This is episode 2, the podcast where we talk about random shit, movies, video games, whatever we want to talk about. I'm sitting here with Jordan.
Hey!
And Dylan over there.
Memes.
So, the Oscars are coming up. There's a list. It's been out for a while. We're going to do our own video in the coming week, but everyone's had a good look at the list so far. What do you guys think about the list?
I think there's a lot of really good movies this year, which is kind of strange. I feel like last year, perhaps, there was sort of a bad year, maybe?
Really? Bad? What was bad?
Well, let's think back.
Last year had some brilliant films. Birdman, Whiplash. There was some really good movies.
Was Birdman 2014?
Yeah.
It was the last one. Because it just won.
Well, okay, yeah, it must have been like early.
14 was bad. If that was Gravity and...
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
That was 14.
Hated that year.
Yeah, 14 was bad. 15 was really good. This one is, like, pretty good.
Yeah, it's just weird thing because it's all the movies from 2015, but we're doing it in 20. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just how they do it. It's making me mad. But there's a lot of good movies, and it's gonna be a tough pick. I think it's a tough pick for even me.
Okay.
So I don't know how the Academy. Well, of course they're.
You'll know how they.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are they oppressed? Yes. Okay, that's a check. Are they? Do they overcome a struggle regarding race or gender? Yeah. Oh, that's a check as well.
Ooh.
We have our film.
It might be Spotlight.
Really?
In that case, then.
You think it's gonna be Spotlight?
Well, it does have some tricky subject matter.
I think Spotlight is really controversial, and I think that's what's gonna make people not pick it.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, because it.
Oh, you think the like Catholic Church is gonna?
No, I think
it's gonna wave some money at them.
No,
and be like,
I think
hey,
that people,
don't let that picture win.
I think that people. A lot of people are religious, right?
Pope.
Like the majority of people are religious.
Yeah.
And so they're not gonna pick a
majority?
film. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is it?
The majority of people are religious.
Oh, like on the planet?
Yeah, and probably people that watch films.
Okay.
And people that are gonna be in the academy, I'd say they're all religious. And I would say, or not all of them, probably maybe like 70 to 80%, maybe even higher than that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of them might feel that. I don't know. I guess there's both ways to look at it. A, you're offended by it, or B, you're like, holy shit, this is really fucked up, but maybe people should know about it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I think it's really tricky.
Maybe not enough support.
Yeah.
From the religious crowd.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't really know.
Right.
I don't know about Spotlight. Personally, it was my favorite of this whole list, and I would love it to win, but I don't know if it will win. I feel like it could go to The Revenant, even though I don't want it to go to The Revenant. I think it possibly could.
I see what you're saying, because without getting too much into it, I think Spotlight's the whole package, whereas The Revenant is a very
aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, technically well-made film.
Yeah.
I don't want it to go to The Martian. That's for sure.
That's a good film, though.
It's fun.
It's funny.
It's fun, but it's not Best Picture.
No, you're
like
totally
when I think
right.
of best
it's a
Picture.
fantastic film, though, to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you.
Mad Max would be fun.
That'd be nuts.
If that won Best Picture.
That'd be crazy if it won Best Picture.
There's no way it's gonna happen, but yeah, it would be great.
There's a way.
Dude, I don't know.
I'm putting all my willpower into it.
It's possible.
If you really feel
I'm charging my spirit bomb for Mad Max.
Let's see. So that's Best Picture. What do you guys think about actors and actresses? Just like anything that pops out?
Actors is kind of a weird one because they're mostly good movies, but I don't feel like the acting. Well, of course, the acting, because they're best nominations. Obviously, they're going to be good, but I don't feel like they were. They blew me away with any of the candidates.
Yeah,
you already know it's going to be Eddie Redmayne.
Eddie Redmayne?
Shut up,
Please,
no.
You already know, man.
No,
the movie wasn't that good though.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's right. The Theory of Everything
doesn't
wasn't
matter.
that good, but
they don't like handing out Oscars back to back, and he won the last one.
Is that really like a factor?
Yeah, they don't hand them out back to back.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
What if an actor did like a fucking great job 2 years?
Dude, they don't care. They're like, nah.
They're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You won one last year. Give somebody else a turn, you piece of shit.
I think it'll go to DiCaprio.
I never saw Trumbo, but
Neither did
I really liked the trailer, and I wanted to watch it, but it was never like in theaters or in like available theaters for me. It was always in those weird ones, which I never go to.
Shit.
Yeah, it looks good though.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Hail Caesar, and it like kind of in the same time period and kind of the same like stuff as far as like the communist like
I see what you're saying.
blacklisting was concerned.
But yeah, it didn't like catch the attention as much as these other films did.
So I'm going through the list here, and there's one thing that I know you both like this film that I'm about to say. What do you think about the extreme lack of Ex Machina? It has one nomination. It's for screenplay.
That's it.
That's it.
Not
Nothing
even-
else.
It's weird too because Alicia
so
Vikander, right? She's actually nominated for is it best or best supporting actress? One of the two.
Oh, maybe there is two
Let me look.
things. Then I could be wrong. I
But,
only saw
she's
one.
nominated for the Danish Girl though. so that's really
Oh,
weird.
she's not. For
Yeah,
Ex
that's
Machina.
what I was getting to.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Is I think she was great in Ex Machina because like she had to play an
Sentient.
an AI,
Yeah.
which was crazy, and she did a fantastic job really. But she's up there for the Danish Girl, which she just cries a lot and gets naked.
It's also for visual effects.
Oh, so that's two.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another.
Visual effects are pretty decent.
Yeah, I agree totally with
I
that.
feel like it'll go to Star Wars just because it's Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah. It has like 2 nominations, like maybe 3.
Sound mixing.
Yeah.
Oh, sound editing.
That's
too.
such a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Like, here's an Oscar for sound mixing. Who do they give it to?
The guy that did sound.
Does a guy with like
Sound editor.
with like an unshaven beard and like a trucker hat tumble on stage?
Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. I really tried to get them sounds good.
Glad I did a good job.
I'm sad Ex Machina isn't in there. That movie's really, really good.
Yeah, it's a
like,
cool
it's kind of
movie.
underrated.
Yeah, it just. I thought Oscar Isaac was really good in it too.
Yeah,
know.
no, like even Domhnall Gleeson was really good.
Yeah, they're both fantastic.
But what I liked about it the most is something I look for when I'm thinking about who I'd pick in this situation is like when a movie leaves you with like a
Lasting.
and that
opinion
zy
or-
really made
yeah.
you think.
You're
'cause
like,
there was some
whoa.
really really big subjects they tackled in that movie.
Yeah.
Also, I'm surprised Sicario isn't on more.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, especially for things like I want to say like film editing or just cinematography. 'Cause
Yeah,
those were like
I think it's up for cinematography.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, it is very good.
Yeah.
But not for actress.
To be
In a
fair,
leading role.
maybe it's because she acted so well, but I thought Emily Blunt was really bland in that film, and maybe that's just her being a really, really good bland actress. But to me, she was
wow.
bland, had no depth to her character, like at all, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe the end, without spoiling, maybe the very end when she's like looking off that balcony, kind of thing. Maybe there was the depth there that you could see, like what everything was there. But
Maybe
otherwise,
there is.
dude, brick flat wall. That's what I thought about it. So no, I'm not really surprised she's not up there.
It kind
Is
of goes
that-
to the other guy, actually. What's his name? I'm forgetting his name.
Oh,
Josh Brolin's character?
No. Isn't he actually called Sicario? Isn't that like his name?
No, I can't remember his name.
It's like Benicio del Toro, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the,
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
The guy who plays like the Mexican
he
guy.
did a really
that-
good
He
job.
kind of carries the.
He was stone cold.
Oh yeah, he was brilliant.
Yeah.
He was really good in that movie.
But I was gonna say, so is it one of those things for you where like there'll be like a shot of like an up close of somebody and like there'll be like a focus on the eyes almost, and some people will be like, oh, you can tell the depth in their eyes, and to other
Yeah.
people they're just like, no, they're just fucking. There's a blank stare.
Yeah, dude. Emily Blunt was fucking
they're
boring.
fucking eyes.
Emily Blunt.
She was boring. She was boring. That's like what I have to say in
Emily
that
Bland?
movie. Yeah, Emily Bland. That's what you call her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think she was that good in that. I think there could have been a lot of other But then again, she plays that tomboy character really well, and that's kind of what needed to be played in that film.
It's up for score though.
I don't
Which-
remember. I don't
yeah,
remember
that's
this. I don't remember the score.
I remember.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was terrifying. It was
Yeah. Oh yeah. The
Really
whole
scary.
night vision scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. I
That
remember
and I think the cartel scene, which is like one of the best scenes in the movie. Not the cartel, the caravan. When all the
Oh, yeah, when they're
yeah,
stuck in
yeah,
traffic.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
really
that
good.
was really cool.
Totally.
That feeling when 50 Shades of Grey is on the Oscars.
For what?
Yeah.
Original song
That was
by Weeknd.
Oh. Oh wow! I didn't know that was for that.
And
movie.
Writings on the Wall.
that was last
Which
year.
one of you hate?
I don't
can't remember
mind it.
which. It's still on it.
I think it's garbage. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What's his name?
What
Sam
the fuck
something.
is Racing Extinction?
No idea.
Manta Ray. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that
The
is.
Hunting Ground?
Never heard.
I
of
don't
it.
even know what these movies are.
Yeah.
Original song. I didn't even know that was a category because that's not film.
Well, it's part of the film. But yeah, I know what you mean.
It's some artist who made a song and then the director was like, "Hey, let's put this in," and then here we are, got nominated.
Yeah.
Well, without delving into it too much.
Yeah, because we'll do a full Oscar video probably later this week where we're going to go and we're all going to have our own picks for every single category and we're going
Yeah.
to go over it. It's going to be a pretty long video, pretty in-depth, so.
I know we had something we wanted to. Oh yeah, so moving on to video games, I think we wanted to talk about Overwatch,
Ooh, yeah, Overwatch.
which is coming near to its release.
Yeah, they said that the latest that's going to come out is June. That's
Okay.
like they said we're not giving a release date, but it will be earlier than June at like the latest.
Also, if it's anything like Hearthstone was, they're just gonna have the beta get bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
More and more
hopefully.
people are gonna be getting into it, and it's gonna be basically like the full release thing.
A lot of the people playing the beta right now basically said the game's like finished. Like it's
Yeah.
a beta, but you have everything. Like,
Yeah,
almost all the
exactly.
maps are available. Like all the characters are available. All of this, like everything's there. It's like just stress testing and bug like fixing at the moment.
How does that work? Like, do you unlock characters, or are they all available?
You buy the game
Yeah.
for $40 for PC, $60 I believe for consoles,
Okay.
and then you get everything.
Get cucked.
Okay, get.
Yeah. So you start with everything. You start with all characters, all maps, everything, but you can unlock skins for characters and new models for characters and like tags, like spraying tags on like walls, I think, just like a fun thing. And that's all unlocked through in-game currency
Okay.
that you earn.
It would have
from
been a
things.
slap in the face
Yeah.
to buy the
I
game and
believe
then not
you-
get all the characters.
Yeah.
I would have been. Well, I don't even know if I'm gonna
Well, I
buy
thought it was like an unlock thing. Like,
No.
like once you reach
You
a
have
level,
everybody
like,
right
that's-
when the game starts.
That's nice.
And every time they release new characters, which they're going to do, like Dota and League, they're going to constantly be putting new characters in the game. Those will also be automatically unlocked right when they come
Oh,
in.
really?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
That's pretty nice, actually.
Yeah. And
What's
so
the
it's
like?
pretty cool.
Is there anything to unlock? Can you get special like items or?
Yeah, so there's going to be crates and like loot system, like
course.
CS:GO, and basically,
Classic.
Well,
but the
crates-
thing is, I don't think you spend money on them.
You can open them with crowbars.
I think you, no, I don't know what it is actually. But like the crates come in after you like win games and things like that. And then there's like different tiers of crates. Like there's like basic, rare, legendary, stuff like that. And then when you open the crate, it'll give you like a certain amount of things. I didn't really read too much into it, but it's, you can get like some really cool skins. And there's also like money you can earn in the game. And then you can spend it in the shop on skins for your characters and things like that.
I'm sure you
So-
can buy boosts, right? Like for the in-game currency.
I'm sure. I don't know.
Like-
I don't have the beta, so I
Right.
don't know. But from what I was watching and reading, it looked like you probably could. And there's like all this cool stuff that I really, really thought was sick.
I'm sure it's like a daily system.
Yeah, and like
Maybe, yeah.
I like
And
games like
You
that.
can only get a
Blizzard.
certain amount of.
It's Blizzard.
crates
There's
per
gonna
day.
be some
Yeah.
daily quests you can do. Play this
Yeah.
character for like win 4 games with this character. Bam.
Mhm. Get a
That's
skin
true.
or
Yeah.
something, a base, but they have like tiers of skins. So like certain skins are blue skins, like the wording is blue,
Right,
and then
right.
there's like goes all the way up to like purple or like red or something like
Yeah.
that, and that's like legendary skins, and those are either worth like a shit ton of coins, like in-game coins, or you can unlock it through the crate system
Okay.
or the loot system.
How
So
does
it's
the-
exactly like WoW or like
Okay.
Diablo, where they have
Yeah.
gear ranks.
How
Yeah.
does the money reach? How do they get
Buying
money
the
out of
game?
the consumer?
I think you might be able to
Post-
spend money to get in-game currency.
Okay,
I
that's-
think. I don't know, but I think
there has
that
to
might
be. There has to be.
There's
Yeah,
definitely gotta
100%. There's gonna
It's got to be,
somewhere.
yeah. And then so you can either my thing is, as long as you can earn everything in the game without paying, so someone that's never spent a cent and someone who spent $1 billion could theoretically have the exact same
Yeah, the
items.
free to play model.
That's
really
what I like.
That's really, really dangerous, though, to have a system that like you can pay for in-game currency and then use in-game currency to buy better stuff.
But it's not
Because that's what the rank is, right? Of like weapons, they do like more damage
No,
or
no, no, no,
something.
no,
like,
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
understand.
Every it's like League of Legends. So every character's moveset and gun is like the exact same tied to that character.
Right.
So all you buy and stuff is skins. It's like League of Legends. It's all aesthetic.
It's more like actually. Have you ever played like vanilla TF2?
Yeah.
So like that.
Yeah.
Where like everybody has the same shit and there's no variance.
Yeah,
It's
you
just-
can't pick up someone else's gun. There's no ammo. There's no. It's like a MOBA. You have a character and you have an
Right.
auto attack and then you have like 4 special moves.
So then the rarity of stuff is just skins?
Skins.
Yeah,
And there's like
everything
tags
cosmetic.
where you can like spray things on a wall and it will leave like your picture on the wall. And there's like
Literally sprays.
yeah, and then there's like emblems and icons for like
Right.
your profile, and you can like decorate your profile and things like that. So there's
Okay.
like there's a couple different things, and then there's you can unlock taunts for characters too. So
Okay.
you can get someone's taunt and they'll say something, a voice line. You can add it to that character.
No,
So-
that's really cool actually.
yeah, and so if you unlock like a legendary
But
taunt,
that-
it'll say something, and then you can add it to that character. So whenever you play that character and do taunt, it'll say that line that you unlocked.
Okay, that's
That's
good.
also
that it's all-
TF2.
Yeah,
It
that's
sounds
good.
like they just took TF2 and made it good.
Pretty
Again,
much.
because TF2 was good, but then it got old.
That was basically what I thought when I saw the trailer for it. Like, this is TF2.
Yeah, but
Which
it's
is
more.
fine.
It's very similar to TF2 in terms of game modes and things like that. But the cool thing about Overwatch is that you have like a move set. Like I know you kind of have those in TF2 as well, but you have ults in
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a big difference.
In Overwatch, you have a massive bar in the middle that shows your ult, and the ults are fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, there's characters that will, like... There's one character named Lucio who, like, does music, and, like, his ult, he, like, jumps up super high on the ground and, like, slams his, like, music player, like, onto the ground, and it, like, does this really cool animation where every single person around him gets, like, a big shield, and, like, music waves are, like, playing across, like, the screen and stuff. Like, it's really, really cool. And
I don't think it's gonna last. I don't think it's gonna make it past its first year.
Why?
Really? I think so.
There's no more room. I don't think there's room for another big esport. The MOBA genre.
I think Dota's dying.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, League of Legends, I mean, it's close only in the fact that there's a lot of money in Dota. And that's why they consistently
That's true.
have
Just
people
because
coming back.
they're player funded, though, for their, like, TI tournaments.
Yeah, it is crowdfunded, right?
Yeah.
So, but still, like, I think they're still losing to League, and obviously you agree because you're saying they're dying.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's, what, CSGO is, I guess, the comparable esport because it's an FPS.
Those are the two titans right now.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I know what you're saying. It's the one it would be rivaling.
And I can list TF2 as an example of... Because
But it's not.
it tried to be an esport.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there is kind of a scene, but it's so small. And I just don't think it's, like, the right type of game to have a... Like,
I think
clear
people are
cut.
looking for another shooter as an esport other than CSGO.
Uh-huh.
Because
That's a good
CSGO is
point.
so, like,
Serious.
high, and,
Yeah.
like, very high skill cap.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And people are going to switch. I think TF2 is going to die really soon.
Yep.
People are going to switch to Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Like,
So you're thinking the
I'm thinking
the
hard-
casuals are gonna...
yeah, hardcore TF2 players are going to switch to Overwatch.
Oh, really?
Or try it out.
Mm.
They'll probably
And
try
then
it out.
figure
yeah.
out that it's better as far as esports goes because of all the ults, all of the, like, different characters that you can play, like, the amount of
Yeah.
team
Like,
compositions.
yeah, like
The only thing,
TF2
though, is you can switch on the fly,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
In the game.
In
I
the
think
game, yeah.
in the esport, I don't think you'll be able to do that.
Like, you have to lock in your
You'll
character.
lock in your character.
I think that's a good point. And it'll be like League of Legends where it's like you can ban in a banning phase. I think
Yeah.
you're right. I think they might do that. So they have ranked play and competitive play. Or sorry, ranked play and casual, like regulars. I think in the normal game mode, you can switch on the fly. And I think in ranked, you're not allowed to.
Yeah, that's
I'm
how I
pretty
think it's
sure
going to
that's
be.
how it is.
How's the game mode thing for an esport? 'Cause-
So we were
yeah.
kind of talking about this last podcast, but like how Halo and other
COD,
games,
yeah.
and how they switch
To
game
different
modes,
game
which is
modes.
I think it should just be one game mode, maybe team deathmatch, but maybe there's like a capture the flag
Team-
or
see,
some sort of.
the problem
other-
with that is Team Deathmatch isn't really fun to watch.
Team
Yeah.
Deathmatch is stupid.
It should just be one game type that'll be competitive enough.
Like
But
a King of the
Overwatch
Hill
has
or
this- yeah.
Capture the Flag
Yeah,
would be
because
their standard.
Overwatch has like a bunch of different game types, but
Mhm.
it should definitely choose one that isn't team deathmatch.
See, this is where I think it will fail, right? I don't actually know the game modes at all.
I mean, neither.
There's
But-
like a one that's like Battlefield where you like have to blow up A, and then
Mhm.
once you've blown up A, it unlocks B, and you have to blow up B,
Oh,
and then
it's
you're
like-
a
it's like
defender and
gigantic.
attacker.
Okay.
Huh?
That's the thing, though. That might work because it's like Gigantic or League of Legends. Even is kind of an objective game where you're supposed to blow up the enemy's
Yeah.
thing. So if Overwatch can have its version of that, then maybe they'll have a chance.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. I think it'll start off with a really strong esports scene just because so many fucking people are gonna
Yeah,
go
it's
to play
new.
this game.
It's
Like-
it's very good looking.
Yeah.
It's Blizzard.
And
Yeah.
people that have
It's
played
Blizzard.
it have said it's good. That's the thing. All the
Yeah.
people in the beta are like, yeah, it's really freaking fun. And so I think it will do really well right off the bat, but like you're saying, it'll either tank or it will, rise up and become I don't think it'll break against CSGO or League or Dota.
It'll be
But I
up
think
there.
it might be like, Melee, where it's like
It has, like, a
it gets
niche following.
it gets its
Yeah.
viewers, it has a very passionate group of players and supporters, but it's not gonna like smash records and have like hundreds of thousands. Maybe the first big Overwatch tournament will have a shit ton of viewers just because, and then I think, like you said, after a year it might die down, and then it will either dissipate or just cruise.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion on it.
I think first year is going to be okay. Second year is probably going to be better, and then it's
Really?
going to start tanking. Yeah, yeah, because people don't. I don't think people will take it that seriously the first year, and then once the competitive scene like gets a little bit bigger after the first year of release, I think the second year of esports will be a little better. They'll probably have a bigger prize pool.
Yeah, prize pools are
Once the
pretty big
teams
draw.
like get a little bit more developed, once the game's actually a little bit more
Meta.
yeah, like once people start actually playing the game.
Yeah, once they get some actual like hardcore pro tier players in,
Yeah.
where they can figure out how things should be balanced, it could get even better, and then
Yeah.
could blow us all away.
Yeah, that's how the first year will probably go. Is it'll like ramp up. It'll start with the amount of people now that will switch from the beta, and then everyone else which will be like this, and then it'll go up and up and up over the first year to the second, as far as players go, the amount of players.
Yeah.
And then the second year, I think, will be pretty good. I think they'll actually, like,
Possibly,
do pretty decent.
You know, I like that Blizzard takes its time with games. Like, they
That
really
been
do.
in development forever.
That's what I'm saying, is
Holy
they
shit.
they really do take their time and make it, like, a solid game. But I think they could crack the whip a little bit and make them work a little faster. Because it's taking a long time. Like,
Yeah,
they've been... They take their sweet time with things. I mean, they got enough money to just sit on it, basically. But,
Yeah.
I don't know, for the consumer's sake, right? Sort of get it out in a timelier manner.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I don't know, people don't forget about it. Because it was a really big deal, I feel like, when it first was able to be
when it was
played and
announced,
streamed,
yeah.
right? Like,
Overwatch?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember the
But
day
it
they,
sort of
they announced it at
faded.
BlizzCon.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really surprised that they haven't let more people into the beta.
They just did a new wave last Tuesday, and then people think they're going to do a big wave tomorrow, to next Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Better
apparently.
re-up my little...
Yeah.
Every now and again,
I'm
I'll
just
go on there
surprised,
and
man.
resend my little...
It's been, like, pretty exclusive for, like, a
Mhm.
beta.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like a really small percentage of players are getting in. And then anyone that's a Twitch streamer that gets like over 1,000 viewers automatically gets an invite.
That's annoying.
Yep.
Did
But
they say
it's
they
free
weren't gonna do
advertisement,
that?
so
That's
They said they weren't going to do that.
they are. They have been.
But I guess they did.
Yeah. It's free advertisement. Why would
Yeah,
you?
why would they turn it down,
Yeah.
for real?
But anyway, I'm excited for it. I'm definitely buying it. Day it comes out for sure.
Nope.
So that's $40? That's a lot of money. Ooh. I like games that are $10
Oh yeah, dude.
or $12.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same.
Things that are 60%.
Who knows? Maybe a G2A dude or something.
Ooh, praise. Love it.
That's a fun business.
Yeah.
I don't really...
I have no
We've
idea
been
how
over
it
it. We don't know
works.
how it works.
It's probably
Like, day one, I got Mad Max, the game, for $20, and it's a $60 game, like retail full price.
Yeah. don't
But
know.
I got it $20.
I
I was
have
like,
no idea.
sure.
Yeah, I
That's-
got Rise of the Tomb Raider for $35 or something.
I don't know how they do it. Keep doing it though.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Pretty happy.
So, action films?
Action films. Let's move. Yeah, let's go back into film.
Okay. So yeah, I like jumping between film and games back and forth. But action films. So we were wondering, what do you guys think makes a good action film? So for example, something like Mad Max or Deadpool that the community, most critics and reviewers believe are good action films. Maybe even like John Wick. I know people really like John Wick.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, I actually never saw it, but I heard it was pretty
I
damn good.
saw it.
What do you think? Good.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah. So,
What
what
you
makes a
expected.
good action film and a bad action film? So, for example, we all saw Spectre together, and we all came out of the theater, and we all really didn't like it. I think we were all really upset.
We were disappointed.
Yeah, or like we had high hopes because we just saw Skyfall, and we like rewatched Skyfall. I don't know if you did, but I rewatched
I didn't.
Skyfall like a week before.
I didn't.
And so I come into Spectre, and I was just like, So, like, what is it? What makes a good action film? These cliches and things like that? Like, things like that. Why? What's a good action film?
Cliches make it bad.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
For sure.
So, anytime there's a cliche.
Just because you said the word cliche, it's
Yeah.
like, I fucking hate cliches in action films.
But, like, for example.
Like when he does something cool and then he stops and looks at the camera and he's just like says his
But that
fucking
can be
one-liner.
funny though. That can be funny in a way. Like I'm sure like there's tons of action movies where they kind of like make fun of it. Like Kingsman, for example.
I never
Like,
saw Kingsman.
Kingsman's really funny. It like parodies and satirizes
I guess you could
action
say.
films, and it's like it does stupid things like that where it makes
Only-
fun of those kind of things.
Only when it's used properly.
Uh,
It can definitely go the other way.
okay.
I think Spectre had a few one-liners
It did, yeah.
and like just was
They were pretty.
it definitely
bizarre.
happened and I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it might be on the fault of Daniel Craig a little bit. He's a pretty serious guy, I think.
Mhm.
Like, if you've ever seen him in an interview outside of the movies, he's,
Yeah.
like, really serious, and he doesn't put up with anybody's shit.
Yeah.
So he can be kind of, like, cheeky,
Mhm.
but he's not your action hero who, you know, like,
He's not Pierce
swinging on a
Brosnan
rope
or-
with his woman in arms.
Sean Connery.
Oh my god, the old James Bond movies. Remember when we started that marathon?
Yeah, they're really...
Every single freaking thing he does, he makes a pun after doing it. And I'm like, what? If you were to make this now,
See, that might
like
be,
the
it might
funniest
be the
movie ever.
material's fault for like Spectre, is because it's a Bond film and it's sort of inherently silly because he's basically just a womanizer with a gun
Yeah.
who has to take down evil masterminds who all have their own ridiculous plot to take over the world.
Yeah.
So when
That
the
was-
premise is silly like that, it's
That
hard
was
to-
kind of my problem with Spectre. because I think they were trying to pay like homage to the old films and like having the campiness and having like the one-liners and all that stupid shit, but like
it wasn't done well enough.
But that's also not Daniel Craig's Bond at all.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like Casino Royale, Skyfall, super serious.
Yeah.
And if you switch from that to okay, let's go back to old James Bond, it's like please.
It was bad. Yeah, I didn't
So down to the roots, what like just in terms of like either script or cinematography or like even action scenes themselves, like why is something a good action film and why is something a bad action film? Like when you really strip it down to the roots, what is the basis?
I think
for
it has to be clear. So I'm gonna use the Avengers movie as an example. Or
Avengers 1?
Yeah, the first one.
Pulling off the Avengers!
Also, those movies are getting really long. They're like how many? They're like 2.5 hours and
They're
getting
pretty
longer.
long,
They're getting longer and longer.
The second one especially. That was so long.
Second ones were really long.
And I just don't care for that. It's an action movie. It's not something that you want action. You don't want a lot of ridiculous, convoluted subplots and characters that are just added into the mix.
Yeah, that's kind of their problem. They have way too many characters now.
So that's why like
Avengers, and they're adding more in the next one. We got Ant-Man, Daredevil might show up. Like,
wait, the
TV Daredevil might show up in the next
and
I
Avengers.
hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's like
they're growing. It is growing.
No, but
and Spider-Man, I think, right?
Yeah, my
Wasn't
boy.
that really? Yeah.
Isn't he owned by Sony?
Yeah, they're allowed to put him in now or something.
Yeah, that was
Does Sony get a big check or something? Or?
I don't remember what happened. Something with the rights happened. Yeah.
I think they get a big check.
No, but Mad Max I think really worked on the level of there was Furiosa's and Mad Max himself are kind of the main characters, and there's not too many. I mean, there's some silly characters. There's the 4 or 5 girls or however many people. I haven't seen it in a while.
There's the blind guy with the machine guns.
Yeah, no, all the the villains are really good.
Yeah.
In that, so like every like little facet of that movie was well done and not overloaded. Like it wasn't too much. It was a good amount of everything, and the action was all throughout. There was always there were some
there were dry spots.
There were like I think the first time it turns to night is when it really slows down, but. Then it picks right back up again with them back on the road. And
I think that's what you need is balance between quiet moments and action.
But not too many quiet
no,
moments.
Definitely
it's
not.
An action
because
film.
then you're Avengers too.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Like Mad Max, where the beginning's like crazy, and then you get introduced to Furiosa, and then more crazy shit, and there's definite peaks
of explosions,
and it goes down, and it relaxes for a little bit, lets you like chill. But Mad Max
it
probably
does need
pushed
to let you digest it a bit, basically. And there needs to be space. It can't just be all action or all...
I think Mad Max did it quiet perfectly, where it's like, there's so much action, and you're watching it, and you're just like,
but the action's good, too, in the way that it develops the movie.
Yeah, but
it's
I mean,
not just
like,
pointless.
I mean, like, duration-wise. Like, those chase scenes are so long, but they're amazing.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, so I said this to you guys when we left Spectre, and I'm not ashamed to admit this, that I really, really liked the most recent Mission Impossible.
I did too.
It was like Rogue Nation, is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really good.
I think we talked about that immediately after leaving the movie.
We did. Because that's what I was like. I was like, because it came out just maybe a month or so before.
Yeah, the movie was really good.
So
actually.
I was so surprised when I left. I was like, damn, that was a super good action movie. It was like a really good spy movie, and it was like 50 times better than Spectre.
Yeah.
And it was like really
just that
well
plane
done.
scene.
And it's just
in the beginning.
Yeah. That thing was interesting. He's like holding on to it as he's going.
That's why I think Tom Cruise is kind of making a comeback, or he has already made the comeback. But I
think the Mission Impossible movies are like really successful.
Yeah, but he also made.
I didn't like 3.
Did you?
Well, that was that's like notoriously the really bad one.
That was the slump, right? That was the
JJ
depth.
But Rogue Nation was like, damn, dude, that movie is good, and like it had that perfect amount of because it had like the 3 main big parts, right? That whole like orchestra scene in the opera was like super really well done. Like,
so
my god. And then you have like the scene where he's swimming in the water in like the big underwater See, it's innovative. Like the little things they came up with were like really interesting. He has to like swim through this whole thing without holding his breath, and he has only a certain amount of time to do it or he dies.
Yeah,
if he gets to the end,
the mission wasn't possible.
Yeah, and he does it. And it was like it's so good, and it just had like these perfect 3 main sequences of action. and then downtime in between. But the 3 main sequences of action were really, really, really good. And they were just, like, extremely well done.
I was going to bring up Edge of Tomorrow, because that was another action flick he did, which I thought was really good.
Yeah, never saw it.
It's worth a watch. It's got Emily Bland in it.
Emily Bland!
And
wait, I have a question. Is she bland in the film?
No, she's fine.
Is she?
She's a pretty heavy on the love interest side.
I found her bland in Looper.
But she's an important character, and she's really cool in it.
That's cool.
Good old love interests in action movies.
Also, he did you guys ever see Oblivion?
I never saw it, but I heard it was cool.
Yeah, it wasn't. That was the worst of the of the pack of action movies he's been making. It was like, have you ever seen Moon?
Don't tell me about that yet. I'm actually almost about to watch Moon.
Well, then don't watch Oblivion because he basically ripped it off.
Okay.
Sick.
I heard Moon's really cool.
Yeah, Moon's really cool.
So I was actually going to watch that this week.
Oh, well, there you go. Now you know it's good.
Yeah. Well, I know it's good.
Yeah.
I was going to watch
it.
I'm surprised that movie didn't do better, Edge of Tomorrow.
It did really well.
I think its main problem was like the advertising or the marketing, because it came out with like 3 different titles and advertised it as like a bunch of different movies.
Did it?
Yeah,
Really?
you remember?
I don't remember.
No.
All the titles were different.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It started off as Live, Die, Repeat. Or no,
I think that's the
it was Edge
catchphrase.
of Yeah, but like it was on posters and shit, and everyone
Yeah,
got
and
like
in bigger
really,
text it'd be like Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah, and it got like people just got confused, which is
And it
their
isn't
fault.
hard to confuse.
I know. We know.
Yeah, we know.
But
general people
are just like,
can't handle it.
that's 2 different movies.
Maybe they thought it was like a Scientology thing, and they were offended by it.
Live, Die, Repeat.
Because isn't that their thing, that they're all reincarnated? Or like they're the spirit? I don't want to get into Science. No, Scientology.
Oh, no, their whole thing is that...
They're aliens, dude.
Yeah, they're alien spirits
They're-
though, right? And they like live in us, basically.
They basically were like taken from their home planet, and
Thrown
then they
in
were
volcanoes.
brought into volcanoes on Earth, where they were like
In DC-10s,
where they
right?
were
The
like
planes?
reborn
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, in planes.
And then some shit, and then they have to like
The whole planet was nuked, right? Or something. I
I don't
remember.
remember. It was like Xenu was like doing
Xenu!
It's literally Lord
some
Xenu.
your boy Xenu was doing some shady shit. So
Hey
they-
y'all, Zeno here. Gonna steal these aliens and
Well,
throw them
what
in
I'm saying
volcanoes.
Maybe people thought it was a Scientology propaganda movie, and they were like, "Fuck that shit!
Yeah.
Fuck you, Tom Cruise! You can't brainwash me."
Yeah, dude. That documentary is really good. Going Clear.
Oh, I still haven't watched that.
It's really
I
good.
have
You guys should watch it. It's on HBO Go.
I've had it for so long and just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's really, really well done. It's very interesting. I like it, and it's like 2 hours long. It ended, and I was upset that it ended because I wanted it to keep.
I
going.
hate and love that because you're like, "Oh, it was so good."
Yeah, I was like, what? No, come on, there has to be more stuff. I could sit here for hours. It was really, really good. Oh boy.
What were we on before that though? Action movies, right?
Yes, action movies.
We'll make some good. What do you think
Tom
makes them
Cruise.
good? I don't think you ever said.
For me, corniness can really ruin it for me, Lamb.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you liked corny.
No, corniness like absolutely
How do you-
destroys action films for me. Stuff that's like over the top. For example, Inspector. I'm gonna use this as an example because I did not like Spectre. The plane scene. In the snow.
Oh yeah, that scene was really ridiculous.
Like it was so ridiculous that I was like, "Come on, dude! Like I know it's a fiction film. I know it's supposed to be just cool shit, but it was like, are you fucking joking me, dude? Like he was like flying right above these, in between the trees, takes the wings off.
No,
of
he was like bobsledding.
Yeah, and then he lands on the ground with it, and it's going across. He perfectly times it to go through the freaking warehouse and then pop out and smash the car. Like
I love how he steered it too.
You know,
he was steering the plane, and it's like it's sliding on ice. You cannot steer. Shut up.
I think the worst part about that was that the people who were running away from him should have just realized that he can't stop and could have just stopped where they were.
Yeah.
And he would have gone. He would have gone flying down the hill.
Just see you, Bond. He
Yeah.
just flies down the ski mountain, dude, and they're just like chilling, having a cup of cocoa. But I was gonna say, like, because I loved the beginning of Spectre, that whole scene.
Yeah, the
when-
first sequence is great.
sequence, yeah, it's all one shot, and they track Bond through this whole thing in the parade. They go in the elevator. He's with the girl.
Day of the Dead, right?
Yeah. He's with the girl in the bed, and she's like, "Come with me, Bond." Then he's like, "Nah, fuck that." And then he like,
and the freaking music too.
Yeah.
Like the drums just.
Yeah. And he goes onto the window, and the whole thing is one fucking shot. And you're just like, oh my god, this is so well done. This movie's gonna be sick. I remember sitting there, and I was like, this is awesome. What a cool shot. And then it just.
What if that happened at the end? What if a scene like that happened at the end? Would you have been more impressed with the film?
No. It wouldn't have changed anything. It's
It
still
would have been
there.
fresher in your mind. You would have been like, oh, that last scene was pretty cool.
I don't know. I just was like, ugh. I had so much hope for a movie, and it was just so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the whole thing with Christoph Waltz. Like, it was like, it felt like he didn't even need to be there.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the whole thing. Like, it just like his stupid little bass just didn't make any sense. His torture scene with Bond made no sense. Like, nothing made any sense. It was just really weird, and he got out of it so easily. He was there for like 5 minutes. He really was. He's like there, and he's like, Christoph Waltz is all nice to him, and he's like, come on in. Like, stay in this nice room. Come here, and I'm going to torture you. And you got out. Damn.
Yeah, you know,
There was it was like, oh my god, it was it was stupid. And like, that's why I love Kingsman, because Kingsman makes so much fun of action movies. Like, they have the point where like the antagonist directly looks into the camera on purpose and is like, is this where I say my cheesy line? You know, stuff like that. Like, it's like done on purpose, and it makes fun of it, and it was so funny and stuff like that. And it's like, it's really good. And I don't know. For me, I guess corniness and cliches just absolutely ruin action films for me.
On the note of corniness, movies like King Kong,
like the one with Jack Black?
the one with Jack Black, the one that's like 3 hours long.
Yeah,
you didn't like it?
No, I liked it. I'm saying that enhanced it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Because that movie wasn't great, but I thought it was so, like,
corny
and so, like, drawn out, and it was more of an adventure movie, really, because it just goes everywhere.
The good old being chased by dinosaurs.
I was really young when I saw it, but I liked it when I was younger.
That's what I'm
It's fun.
saying. It's kind of nostalgic for me, so that might be...
I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters, but I loved it when I saw it.
It's not that great.
I watched it on a
some weird
plane
scenes.
because it was like a 6-hour flight.
Oh, well, that took up half of it.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it. But no, it was fine.
Yeah. All right. What's your guys' guilty pleasure movie? The movie you like that everyone fucking hates.
Oh man, I gotta think about.
Yeah,
that.
I can't like. Do you have an answer?
Yeah, do you have
No, I
something
don't.
in
I
mind?
don't. I just that made me think of
The guilty
that
pleasure.
idea, that question. Can't really think of anything on the spot.
Yeah.
It'd be one of those things that have to come pre-prepared.
I don't know if like I have too many guilty pleasure movies because like I want to say something like Zoolander where it's like.
But
I just watched.
But a lot of people like Zoolander, right?
It's funny, yeah.
Yeah, that's not really a guilty pleasure. As much as I have like I guess guilty moments maybe because like some movies are total garbage, but I'll find scenes in them to be really funny. The best example is that haunted house movie with the Wayans brothers, where it's making fun of
Paranormal Activity,
and it's really bad. No, it's like literally awful. It's like there's nothing really funny about it for the majority of the movie, except for the one scene where it's like at the beginning of the movie too, where they find a ghost, or the ghost finds them, or whatever like that, and he gets spooked, and what he does is just fucking leaves, which is hilarious because that's how a normal person would act, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Bitch, there's a ghost in there."
Love it.
And he just gets the fuck out, and I thought that was really funny, and then nothing else.
Yeah. Do you have a guilty pleasure?
I
movie?
can't think of like anything that people don't like.
Really?
That I like.
Conventionally.
Yeah. I don't know. You saying haunted house reminded me of Scary Movie. One.
Yeah,
But
but
like,
yeah,
a lot of people
I
like
know.
it.
I know. That's the thing. I can't think of something that I like that people don't like.
I'd say almost King Kong is kind of a guilty pleasure for me because that movie, I think it got panned. Like they thought it was awful.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it.
But I
liked
maybe
it.
because I was younger, but I was really enjoying it.
I enjoy the Star Wars prequels.
Which one?
When you say enjoy,
All three. I like them. I like to watch them. Like I watch them and I'm entertained and I like it. Simple as that. I don't think they're masterpieces, but like everyone's like, the prequels are so bad. Oh my god, I'd kill myself. They're awful. But it's like I like them when they're on. I enjoy them.
I kind of get what you're saying, but then like there's the second one where there's the really cool war scenes basically with the clones versus the droids.
In
right?
the Colosseum thing.
No, not even that. But on that Geonosis.
The water place.
No, it's the desert place. That's in the second movie.
With the
water places in the first movie.
People.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
That
about.
whole like those
Lotus
sort of
people.
action sequences are great,
Yeah.
but the rest of the movie is really boring.
Oh my god, the fight between Count Dooku and Yoda. Like Yoda's like flipping around.
See, dude, like that shit's cool. Like
Yeah.
I love that. I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
But there's also like 15 minutes like
I
at a
hate
time.
sand.
Yeah, dedicated to
It's
Anakin.
coarse.
And,
Gets everywhere.
uh,
And they're giggling and like riding around.
yes, stuff that like
Oh my god, the part where he falls off that fucking like like, what is it? That huge bulbous monster and, like, lands on the grass. He's just like, ah! And then Padme runs over and she's like, like, checking if he's dead. And he just starts laughing.
Oh, and he's okay. Yeah, the romantic scenes.
That's what I'm saying.
thing,
Like,
yeah.
as a kid, I was bored to death. I was like, this is stupid.
I loved them when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah.
Even those scenes?
Okay, when you're a kid, the pod
was
racing is super
bored.
fun.
But I'm also like a hopeless romantic when it comes to films, so I guess.
See,
like,
no, I am too. But that movie did nothing for me because Anakin sucked and so did...
Well, I have like the biggest hard on the planet for Natalie Portman. So you thought I was gonna say Christian, whatever his name is, Hayden
No,
Christensen,
no.
whatever his fucking name is.
Wow, quick to defend yourself there.
I just said I like the movies, guys. Jeez. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, they're not my favorite things. I like the old ones more, but those I don't hate them as much as everybody else does. I guess that would be my guilty pleasures. Those films.
I don't know. I can't think of anything now.
Oh, I know
That's
a lot
what I'm
of
trying to
people
think
hate Interstellar, and I loved Interstellar.
I still haven't seen it.
I liked it.
So I know it got like kind of shitty reviews, but
It got mixed.
I'm
It was
telling
like,
you.
people
Yeah.
really loved it or they hated it.
It's because Christopher Nolan's too much of a tryhard.
he does put a lot of over the top.
He puts too much effort in, and it comes off as almost condescending to be like, oh, here's all this intense science that we put so much work into.
Yeah.
And then
See,
we're-
I didn't like Inception.
I liked Inception.
Yeah, same.
Weirdly.
See, I didn't. I okay. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite of the Nolan films, and I guess it was talked about too much, and that made me dislike it a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
No, the thing I don't like about Nolan is I'd have to
His
like actually
storytelling?
get into it. Yeah, but I think every movie he makes is fundamentally The Dark Knight. Like he just makes the same movie over and over again,
Dude, no way.
where all the characters are just sort of replaced with
about
different
Memento?
names. And
No, dude.
Memento's a good example of one being different. I didn't like Memento though.
What about the
I love
Prestige?
Memento.
Memento's fantastic.
And Prestige.
I
Prestige
like
is
I
amazing.
like the Prestige and I like the Dark Knight, but I don't think they're like that different from each other. And again, I have to think about it and really
think
get
they're pretty
into it.
different.
I disagree so much. My disagreement is through the roof.
I think you just want to hate Nolan.
Yeah, dude. You like.
I really hate Nolan.
I
It's
think
not
you
that I
wanna-
want to hate him. I really hate him.
I think you're
He's so
reaching.
good. I love Nolan. Oh god, he's like one of my favorite directors.
Please,
Yeah.
you're triggering me.
No, dude, he's like easily like one of my top 3.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's your other 3?
Let's see. Probably. What's his face? Wes Anderson. I like a lot.
Boy, you are just Reddit the guy. Aren't you?
Yeah. I like Wes Anderson.
Is that our movies?
Oh, I'm gonna trigger you even harder, dude. Quentin Tarantino.
Ah!
So Quentin Tarantino, Wes Anderson, Christopher Nolan are probably my 3 like big mainstream ones, and then like my favorite director that no one knows about and no one's ever heard of is Taika Waititi. Or he's New Zealandish.
And what does he
He's a
make?
Kiwi. He makes like indie films, and he's just starting to get big. He's really young. He's like 20
Oh, I think
something.
you were talking about him before.
Yeah, and he makes some fucking amazing short films, and he's just slowly coming over to the United States and starting to do some things over here. I think he'll be pretty big in a couple years, and he's probably like my favorite like unheard of director.
I'd list more for my personal favorite directors would be more like David Fincher,
Oh, I love David
because
Fincher.
everything he's made, I just
Yeah, can he
Think
go
he's
in my
great.
list?
squeeze in.
Yeah,
As long as he
it's a five.
squeezes in
Yeah, he just-
above Christopher Nolan. As long as you put him above Christopher Nolan,
I
then
don't
yeah,
know,
you can
dude.
put him in there, man.
Christopher Nolan films always just get me, dude. Like I leave the theater, I'm always just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, Nolan. Oh man.
Who's the guy who directed Sicario? Is it Villanueva or Villanueva?
Something like that,
Something
yeah.
like that.
What else has he made?
He made Prisoners, and he also made
I
Enemy.
love Prisoners.
So I think, and
Okay.
he's kind of recent. He hasn't actually made much before 2010, I want to say. So I think he's really good. His movies are really well made. As for anybody else, though, I might even say something like really traditional. Is I really like the films Terrence Malick. I think his movies are really good. They're hard to watch, honestly. They're not very dialogue driven. They're much more driven by their cinematography and I guess music. It's a whole different experience than your traditional movie whenever you watch one of his movies. So I really
Fuck,
like
dude.
him.
Coen Brothers as well, and Martin Scorsese. I can't do this.
I
just love so
I
many
like
directors.
Fincher, Scorsese. I like pretty much everything Dylan has said so far.
Yeah.
One that people probably don't say when we're talking about like contemporary filmmakers is I like Hitchcock a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know, man. Every time I watch a
Gets
Hitchcock film, I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, dude. Birds. The
Yeah.
Birds. Fucking hate that movie.
Rear Window. fucking Vertigo.
Psycho.
He made that one comedy, which is really funny.
Oh, I'm forgetting my favorite.
Who?
Woody Allen. I'd say he's my
yeah.
favorite
Oh,
director.
your boy.
Yeah, I like Woody
I
Allen.
love
a lot,
all
too.
of his movies.
See, dude, I can't do this because everything you name, I'm just like, yeah, I'd put them in my list.
See,
And
but
I'm like,
I'm defining Woody Allen as my number one.
okay.
I think. See, like he hasn't made my favorite movie, but I think he's made the most movies that I like.
That makes sense.
So I'd say he's my favorite director.
Damn.
I didn't think I had a favorite director, but it's him.
There you go.
There we go.
You came out of here learning something.
Dude,
Wow.
you're gonna kill me. It's Nolan. You're gonna kill me, dude. But Nolan's my favorite director. Like, Prestige is one of my favorite movies. Memento is one of my favorite movies.
really like
Interstellar is one of my
Prestige.
favorite movies. I didn't really like Inception. I liked Inception, but I don't put it in like my top
We'll get back to
movies.
this.
But dude,
Yeah,
I love Nolan.
let's like make a list.
Yeah, we'll have the Nolan
Let's like
debate.
hard.
Okay, the Nolan debate. All right, I'm gonna make no. You're not allowed to have the Nolan debate until you've watched Interstellar.
Okay, fair
Okay,
enough.
it is not allowed to be talked about. Once you've seen Interstellar with a open mind, then we will have the Nolan debate.
All right.
Oh my god, the great Nolan debate.
Oh man, I'm gonna tear him apart. I'm gonna try my best.
No, that's mean.
He's my favorite. Can't hurt him.
He's so good. You like Nolan, don't you, Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
He's not my top 5, but I appreciate Nolan.
Yeah. It's weird that I don't consider the Batman movies Nolan movies, even though they like completely are. I like whenever I talk about Nolan, I like forget that he made Batman.
I like 1 and 2. I don't really care for 3.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Actually, I don't like 1 that much.
I only like.
I liked
Dark Knight,
1,
really.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way. 2 is just easily the best one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't
But-
like 3 that much.
I still liked 1.
Really.
I don't really remember 1 too well.
Yeah,
I
it was
watched I
really-
watched it on
really
the airplane.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember
It's long, but I enjoy it.
Also,
Batman actually doesn't even show up until like halfway through the movie.
I want to say that was before the superhero genre took over,
Yeah,
or as I affectionately
that's
call
funny
it,
that Batman like
cape shit.
kind of started all of that.
Yeah, no, it is. I'd say the Dark Knight,
DC
which
hasn't
was,
done
which
jack shit.
2008, right? Was the
Yeah.
Dark Knight? I'm pretty sure it was 2008.
Well, no, because the first
Or
one,
2009. It was not 7. I'm pretty
it
sure
was
it was
pretty.
8.
It was probably 7, dude.
Really?
Maybe even like 6, honestly, dude. Batman Begins was.
Oh, no, I'm
long.
saying the Dark Knight.
Oh, Dark Knight was
Yeah.
2008.
I know
think, or
Begins. That's what I was
2009.
saying is Begins is before the big
Begins is
superhero.
05.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn! I knew it was a while ago. Shit, that's 11 years ago.
Holy crap.
I feel old.
Shit.
Yeah, 08
Time
is-
flies.
08 is
Is the
Dark
Dark Knight.
Knight.
I was pretty
that
sure
movie's
about that.
so good though.
Yeah.
It's also really long though.
It was deserving of its length though. Like that one was
Yeah.
good throughout.
Like there are some bits you could cut out, but
Yeah.
overall, like
Well, I'm sure with
I'm
any
not-
movie there's stuff that isn't perfect.
yeah. So you're enjoying your little music box?
My music box? Yeah, dude. I play that thing every time. I actually just yesterday finished for like my 4th time To the Moon, which is the music
we back
box
up?
he's referencing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
that's
there's a
plot
indie
element.
game by
Uh-huh.
Freebird Games called To the Moon. It's like one of my favorite video games ever made.
I thought it was your favorite.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
It is my favorite video game ever made.
Oof, we just gotta do that, man.
And-
Favorite directors and favorite video
Favorite
games.
video games?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then
Top 10.
I got a music box from the company, and it plays one of like
Oh.
the iconic songs from.
Like, did you purchase it, or
Yeah,
did they
I
see
made it.
that
I made
you
it.
played
I
the
made
game?
it.
4
No,
times?
I fucking made it. I bought it. I bought it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I made it.
I made it.
I made it for them.
Oh, this guy's played the game 4 times. What a fucking weirdo. Here,
I
just
got-
send him something.
I got DNA from one of each of the developers.
Yeah. But yeah. So that brings us to indie games. Are you guys big indie game players? And if so, what's your favorite indie game?
Kind of. I'm not a huge indie game player.
Mhm.
I appreciate that they make quality games and they're not too expensive. Usually they're on the cheaper end. They're like,
Like
15,
$10,
yeah,
yeah.
$10-15.
Yeah.
Recently, I played The Witness, which I was in anticipation of for like 2 years
Yeah.
or
'Cause they're the guys that made Braid, which is
yeah.
which is a
Well,
really cool
it was
game.
originally announced as a PS4 launch title,
Mm.
which was in 2014.
Jeez.
So they really
Took
they
their
really
time.
blew it.
Hmm.
But the final product is great, so I'm okay with them taking their
I've
time.
been debating buying it. It's just $40, so.
Yeah, no, see, I didn't want to spend that much on it, but I've also been waiting for it for 2 years. So
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna, especially if I like it, which I do. I'm glad I supported them. So
Yeah, makes sense.
I feel like
I'm
there's
okay
a
with
lot
paying for it.
of indie games that are top tier
Mhm.
and some that are just like shit. Like
I'd say
they're
most
so-
of them are shit.
Like
exactly.
it's so much different than AAA games though, where it's like some AAA games are just like mediocre.
Yeah.
But with like all the green light stuff and all the indie games, like
The-
anybody can make a video game now.
Yeah, I know.
And so you get like the piles of shit that you have to trudge through.
Yeah,
like,
And then you find this random
And you find
gem that's
Undertale.
like, yeah.
you find
The
To
pile of
Moon.
shit has a label. It's called early access.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anything that's early access, you got to be worried about because they're never gonna finish it.
Yep. H1Z1.
Well,
Or
there's
Daisy.
there's exceptions. H1Z1's really fun, but yeah, it's not. It doesn't warrant. Is it like $20?
Ark Survival is so.
Yeah, so they're sort of
early
shameless
access.
now to where they
Yeah.
just do the same thing over and over again.
It's so they can get like that. Oh, rate our game, but don't rate it on the fact that it's incomplete or like has bugs. or
Yeah,
things like
there's
that, because it's early access.
But
So you can't say that it's bad because of blank.
Did you ever play Rust at all?
Yeah, I never played it. I didn't own it, but I know exactly what it is.
Okay,
I've
yeah.
seen it.
I
I've
think-
seen it played.
We played it when
Was
it
that
first came out.
Yeah, because it's from
Early
the same
access
guy
as well,
who made Gary's mod,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gary Newman.
Yeah.
So like I was like, oh, I kind of caught it just before it came out, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then there's like an influx of all of that.
Yeah.
Ark, like you said, whatever that dinosaur survival game is,
Ark Survival. Yeah.
literally the same game.
Yeah.
There's
Running around naked.
yeah, there's
Crafting.
exactly.
It's all about
a
crafting.
whole
Oh my God,
crafting
crafting.
system.
I
I
feel
feel like
like
there's
that's-
like two more. Like if you were
Like
to go on the
crafting is
Steam front
becoming so fucking annoying. It's in every damn game now.
page. Yeah,
It's in Fallout, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, crafting this, crafting that. Everything's crafting. It's like, get this supplies to craft.
You
It's
can
like,
thank
holy
Minecraft
shit.
for that.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
thanks,
it
Minecraft.
absolutely was Minecraft. I mean, I know it existed before Minecraft, but
Yeah,
like,
but
Minecraft
Minecraft
is turning into
popularized
this
it, yeah.
fucking like thing where everyone has to just craft things out of the supplies you find in the ground.
You know the really weird thing about Minecraft, and it's not really surprising, but like the amount of 10-year-olds that play it.
Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
God. Have you
And
seen
the,
their
and the
conferences?
YouTube followings.
Yeah.
With those famous YouTubers that
It must
do
be
Minecraft.
it must be 10-year-olds that
It's young kids.
who are watching all
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
So
it really
my cousin, he's like 11 or 12. I can't remember how old he is, but I was talking to him not too long ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah, so what do you do?" He's like, "Oh, I play soccer, blah blah." Me and my friends all play video games together. I was like, "Oh, cool. What games do you play?" He's like, "Minecraft. We all play Minecraft." He was like, "I'm like, how many of you?" He's like, "Oh, it's like 7 of us, and we just have a server, and we all just play together like all the time, every day. Like we don't play anything but Minecraft." And I was like, "Oh my god."
There's like nothing to do. Remember, we would always
We hit
play-
the wall. So yeah,
Yeah.
once you've like built your little base and you've beaten the Ender Dragon, you've sort of run out of steam.
Yeah, like-
if you're not like super creative, I guess.
Yeah.
I
mean,
haven't
I
played it
consider
since
ourselves-
alpha, dude.
People
I haven't
usually-
played-
I think-
I haven't played it in a long time.
I think
It's
people
fun,
go
for sure, though.
just creative mode. That's how they play.
yeah, you're
I
right.
don't know.
We,
Kids, I
we
don't see
play the
kids
adventure
playing.
mode.
I
all
play
the time.
I play like that.
That's the way I
like,
enjoy it.
creative mode didn't exist when I was
Yeah.
playing, so
Wow, yeah.
like
That's
I
so crazy.
I played Minecraft so long ago. There was like no Ender pearls, no Endermen. There was no Ender Dragon. There was
I
nothing.
did play it in alpha, but
the Netherworld didn't exist. Like the portals didn't exist. Like none of that shit existed. It was digging for diamonds and killing your friends. That was literally what Minecraft
Which is
was
pretty
when I
fun.
first started playing it, and I have never played it since it went into beta.
Oh wow.
It was
Yeah.
fun, man, but you hit a wall like
Yeah.
really quick.
Once you became self-sufficient and
Yeah.
built like
your
your skull
Murder
fortress.
Incorporated.
Yeah.
Your cow killing factory. That's what Dylan made.
It was called Murder Incorporated.
I
Wasn't
remember
it?
every morning you'd go feed your cows, make them breed with each other.
Yeah, and then there'd be a horrible noise because you'd have like 50 cows in the space of like 4 blocks, and it'd just be like one constant moo.
Like it'd be a rumbling moo you'd hear from like a mile.
I remember,
away.
I think I tried to make like a chicken chamber where I could just cook them. Basically,
Yeah,
you do like what do you call
You
it?
literally put them in like a jail.
Yeah, you'd herd them into like this little
Dude,
room.
you're savage.
No, I was being efficient. I got tired of having to chop them down with a
Yeah.
sword. I
and then
just
you had a
wanted to
little
burn 'em
lever
all.
that led to like lighting shit on fire.
Yeah,
You light
'cause,
it. That's bad, man.
You're kind of fucked up.
Real
Listen, when you kill them, you have to take their meat and then you have to cook it, right?
Yeah.
But if you just burn them alive, it cooks the meat
Please.
right away. It's extra efficiency.
Huh.
You get everything you need.
I mean, I guess.
I guess, yeah. What the fuck?
And also, it's hilarious.
Oh my god.
I think
Burning.
my favorite game, my
Mass
favorite
chickens.
independent game is Gone Home.
Really?
Really?
I really like it.
I loved Gone. I played To the Moon and Gone Home back to back.
I mean,
I
I
was-
love To the Moon. I love Undertale.
Yeah.
I love. Well, I
Like,
haven't played The Witness.
I
for
was
this on the list, but
Mm.
go for
Gone
it.
Home is so good.
Yeah. I
It
was,
plays with your emotions. Like
It's
I thought it was a horror game the first time I
Yeah.
played it. For the first
I know.
like 10.
you think everything's a horror game.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
dude, that part where you walk to like towards the attic and all the lights shut off and there's like little
That wasn't it
candles.
for me. It was just wandering about the house and it was dark.
It's eerie.
Every time I thought there was gonna be something.
I thought there was
popping
something,
out
and
of it.
because so my whole thing was I was looking for indie games to play because I was just bored, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was talking to my friend Ryan, and I was like, "Hey, dude, like I want some indie games to play. Can you suggest me a few?" And he's like, "Blah blah 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 blah. Papers, Please. You know, To the Moon. Gone Home.
Please.
You know." And he's like all stuff. So I was like, "All right." So I played Gone Home. That was the first one I did because I was like, "Oh, this looks cool." And I started playing, and I immediately had to message him. I was like, "Dude, is this freaking scare game? Like, is this a horror game with pop-ups?" And he's like, "There is no pop-ups. There's no like." Screen jumps, there's nothing, I promise you. And I was like, you're full of shit. And he's like,
Yeah.
no, dude, I swear. Because that's what the ambiance is like in that game. But it's just eerie.
Yeah,
even though
it's
there's no
so
scares at all. But it's
funny.
also beautiful, though, in a
Yeah.
way. The story that's there, it's really weird.
It's funny how it works because there's like nothing in it that should make it scary.
right.
You know, it's
just the fact that there's no one
completely
there.
quiet.
Yeah.
It's just a house
Yeah.
with some lights turned on.
That
and
might
off.
just be our expectations.
I know.
It is raining. It is raining.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just
Spooky
funny
rain.
how it works though because like
But you also, I mean, to be fair, you can't find your sister,
yeah,
who's supposed to be home,
I know.
and your
Right.
parents aren't there.
Yeah, it's
So you kind of come in and it's raining and you're by yourself. So
Yeah,
you
man.
kind of are like, yeah, this could be kind of spooky.
Do you ever
Yeah.
think that's just lazy?
no, I think it's brilliant, man. They
No, I know it worked. It worked great
Yeah.
in the context of the game, but
Yeah.
it'd be funny if that was the reasoning. Like, oh, we'll have the sister at home. Like, oh shit, we can't animate a fucking face in 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's just
man,
leave
and
her
like
out.
once the sister's story starts getting a little eerie, like
Yeah.
when she's talking about like
The girl.
how sad she is,
Yeah.
and you know, like you don't really know what's going
It's
on.
pretty uplifting ending, if I recall that.
It is.
Oh, yeah,
It,
kinda.
kind of. Yeah, she just runs away.
Yeah, which is
Spoilers.
I need to play it
Whoops.
again. Actually, this is making me want to play it again.
The reason I liked it, the reason I think some people didn't like it was because I felt like it was a movie. Like it was just it was like a good hour and a half narrative.
That's what To the Moon is. To the Moon is just a fucking movie that you move around in.
Which is why it was great. It's just an interactive movie, and I
Yeah.
thought that was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But some people, I guess,
You just have to be
butthurt.
prepared for it.
Yeah.
Like, you have to know
Yeah.
what you're getting into.
Mm.
So, yeah, like To the Moon is my favorite game, and that is an interactive movie. Like, 100%. I just beat it again last night. Or yesterday afternoon. And it's just like, holy shit. Like, and every time I get to the end, I'm always just like... I did like an LP of it, actually. I recorded the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I voice
Oh.
acted like all the characters and everything like that. And I might
That's
put
really
it
cool,
on YouTube,
actually.
but it's just like I
Wait,
watched
you're
it
not
back.
gonna put it on YouTube?
I might. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I probably will. But I was like, I watched it back today.
Well, now you
just
have
because
to.
I was, yeah.
Everybody knows.
And I
Can't
was
hide
watching my
Do
face
it.
in the end of the game, and I was literally like looking at myself because I had like a little player cam in the bottom corner, and I was like, I look so sad. I was like, oh no. But it's like, oh my god, it's such
I thought
good
for a second
game.
you were saying you like locked eyes with yourself. You had like an existential moment.
Oh yeah, dude. I like transcended space and time.
Oh man.
Interstellar? Hello?
Oh.
But yeah, what about Undertale?
Love it.
Hated it, now love it.
But
You hated it because it was spooky.
I didn't get very far in it.
I didn't like it because it spooked me.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
That's not a
refunded
reason
it,
I
right?
like
You refunded it
And rebought it. So I refunded the game because I got spooked, and then Danny kept telling me it was really good. Everyone on
You
Reddit
watched me
kept telling
play
me
it.
it was good. Yeah, I watched you play a little bit of it. And then everyone on Reddit was saying it was super good. Everyone I talked to was like, it's so good. So I was like, fuck it, fine. I'll just buy the damn game again.
Just get past the spooky
And
part.
then I got past the kind of creepy part in the beginning that kind of spooked me. And then it turns into this hilarious, like, stupid comedy game with, like, dumb characters. And just,
fucking
like,
love it though.
it's just so quirky and funny. And it just, like, it's so cool.
Your boy Sans
Yeah.
and Papyrus.
Papyrus is fantastic.
I love it. I love how his font's in Papyrus.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh my
his
God,
name is
that's
Papyrus
fun.
and his font.
I didn't get that far.
Papyrus.
See, I didn't.
Really?
I
So
played
you
it
didn't
like,
get very far either, because they're at the very beginning.
I was
right?
just
So
bored.
Yeah, it gets really good, dude.
I'm sure it
You should
does.
give
That
another
whole yeah,
try.
it's set like that whole what is it like 20 minutes is just set up.
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
whole beginning part is so bland. Like, you're doing, like, these super easy
Tutorial-
puzzles.
tutorial,
Yeah. You're doing these super easy puzzles,
Yeah.
and there's no, like, story
I
element.
just didn't
there's
let it
no-
grab me. I'm sure it's.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's
once
great.
you have to get past the tutorial part in the beginning. The second you leave her little gate, the game
Totally
is
different
so...
game. Mm.
It hooks you instantly. Because I beat it in 2 days. I mean, it's not a very long
It's not
game,
long,
but
yeah.
I mean, I actively played the whole
Yep.
game and wanted to get to the end.
Mm.
And it's a fantastic game. I really like Undertale, and you can do multiple playthroughs because there's different endings based on what you do.
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot about it and
So
how that works.
I need to go back and do 2 specific endings I want to try. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Undertale. I really like it now that I gave it a second chance.
You're welcome, man.
Yeah, yeah, I like Undertale.
Just gotta get over the spooks.
One of these days, we're gonna make you play Bioshock.
I know. I eventually will. I really want to. It looks really fun.
You liked Infinite,
I
right?
loved Infinite.
Then you'll like Bioshock.
Yeah, but I don't like
the
getting
original.
spooked. That's like the
It
only
is
thing.
spoopy.
Yeah, dude.
And then Dead Space, man.
No, that's not happening. It's not happening.
No, dude, Dead Space isn't scary at all.
And then Outlast.
No, dude.
Outlast
that's not
was
like
really
hospital
funny.
game.
We
right?
did
And
we
then
beat that in like
Amnesia.
one night?
Yeah,
No,
we
I
did.
just
Literally
you-
one night.
You can
Yeah.
go on my Steam and go to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Time played 8 minutes. Last played 2009 or something.
All right, here we go.
Oh, we're
What?
looking it up.
All right.
Oh my god.
Terra?
No, it was up
There it is.
0.1 hours recorded.
So that'd be 10 minutes, right?
I have
No, wait.
It's 8
Point
minutes.
one is-
I'll tell you right now, it's 8 minutes. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
can show it to you. It's 8 minutes.
Point one, I'm thinking I would be out of 100.
I started that and I just gave up, man. It was
How many games do you have?
It has to be like 150. Oh my god, is that a 2 I see?
Yeah.
Is that a 200?
234.
Holy
It's a
shit.
lot of Steam games.
Never gonna play them all. Accepted it.
They keep adding up, you know. I keep getting humble bundles, and I'll play like the one game I wanted out of it, and then I'll have like
You have
4
all the other
more,
ones,
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Thanks for listening to the Floorcast. I'm Jordan, and
I'm Dylan.
I'm Danny.
yeah, we know. Anyway, this has been an absolute fail of an outro, but that's okay.
We cut this
Tune
out,
in next week for Floorcast episode 3, and we're also going to be doing Deadpool review and Oscar hype video, prediction video. So tune in for those guys. Catch you later.